I welcome you people back to this channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe, comment, and you share. Today, we want to see marriage breakups and the crisis ahead of us. How marriages are breaking in Nigeria, and we are staring at a larger crisis ahead of us if this continues. No, in my belief, I think we cannot meet a recipe for two snacks together and get result of one. No, we get result that is neither A or B, and it's going to be worse than A or B. How do I mean? In Nigeria today, we look up to the Western world for most of the things we do. And in some cases, that has been benefiting us. If you take our music industry, no, we are doing well because we tailor it towards that of the American and Europe. See our music, our film industry too, we are doing well too. But when it comes to marriage, I don't think we should tailor our marriage system to suit that of the Western world because our environment is not grown for that. And unfortunately, we are neither Western standard or African standard. We are in between. We mix Africanism and Europeanism or Westernism together, and we cannot naturally get African standard or Western world standard, and that has been creating a lot of problems for us. In recent years, we have seen celebrities, Kafi, Tonto Dike, Funke Akindele, Paul Anita of P Square, Basket Mouth, Julius Agu, and a lot of them messed and breakups. Some of them are messy, some are not messy, but our emphasis is the implication of this on our society. As at now, kids as little as 10 years are already doing fraudsters. They are already learning what we call Yahoo. Kids as little as 10, 11, they already engaged in drug abuse, kidnapping, and all sorts of crimes. And this is a time when majority of kids are raised by both of their parents, both the father and the mother. But the society is already rotting. Now, fast forward to a situation where majority of kids will be raised by single parents. The things that will happen, you can imagine. And that is my concern today. I think the best thing we can do is to try as much as possible to stem this breakup. I'm not saying people cannot live their life the way they want to live. Yes, they can live the way they want to live their life as long as they feel it suits them. People are not encouraged to stay in abusive relationship. No. If a relationship is becoming abusive, the best thing is to leave, go your separate ways. But we are thinking of how we can manage our relationship in such a way that it is not every time that breakup will end in toxic end. You can separate and still be friendly and put us together, put resources together and raise the children. My concern are the children and the society who are going to be benefit from this breakup. If you look at the standard in the United States of America and Europe that we tend to copy these days, because most people believe that the best way to enjoy marriage is to give women maybe more powers, more privileges as it is done in Europe and in America. Fine, if that works for us, why not? But the thing is that it is not going to be forced, it's going to be gradual. If you take United States of America that we want to use as a standard in this case, every marriage in America is supposed to fail, in my opinion, because the first marriage of any couple will break up in the first 10 years. That's what the statistics says. If you are married for the first time in the United States, the possibility that the marriage will break up in the first or separation in the first 10 years, the possibility is 50%, which is like a failed mark already. When you go into a business and the possibility of success and failure is 50-50, no, that is not good enough. And even if you remarry, which normally happens after 2 or 3 years after the divorce, the possibility of success and failure of that, the success is still low. In fact, the chances of divorce is higher, it's about 60%. Even third marriage is even worse. So if you want to follow the standard of America, you are not going to go anywhere, in my opinion. It's going to be worse and worse for us. And this is an environment. American environment is very, very considerate when it comes to children and women. For example, in 2010, when this billionaire in sport, Tiger Woods, divorced with his wife, the court mandated Tiger Woods to pay the wife about $110 million. So if the man does not even, or did not even want to be responsible as a father, at least the woman has enough money to take care of the children in anything they want. In Nigeria, it doesn't work that way. If you have a rich man divorcing his wife, the possibility that the man will want to use his influence and his affluence to punish the woman is there. In Nigeria, we do a vengeful divorce. You divorce, you want to punish your partner. In America, in Europe, the society, the law will force the richer party to pay the partner. Because the reason is, because you are divorcing with somebody, will not make that partner to suffer. They want the person to live at least to a certain level of comfort. Jeff Bezos, who owns Amazon, divorced with the wife recently. The court mandated the man to pay the wife 25% of the weight of Amazon. Yeah, the argument may be that, okay, they started together, they grew together. Well, that is fine. 25% of Amazon gave the woman $38 billion US. I don't think there's any court in Nigeria that will have Dangote to pay that kind of money, or Michael Denuga, or Femi Otedola. So in the US, if you are divorcing, you are likely to divorce into more wealth. In Nigeria, you are likely to divorce into poverty, into stigmatization, into all sorts of negative comments from people. See, can he waste divorce with his wife, Kim, despite the fact that the woman herself is rich? The court mandated Kanye West to pay $200,000 to the woman for child support. It does not happen like that here. So if you are divorcing in Nigeria, you need to check at the implications. My concern, as I said, is on the children and the society. In most cases, the richer party, the stronger party in Nigeria will frustrate the weaker one more when they are divorcing. We have had cases where women will just take the children away from their father because they divorce. This is going to have a terrible implication on the children and the society. We are breeding crisis in the name of divorce. To me, if you know you can't cope with it as a man, with the financial stress, with the responsibility of a husband and a father, do not marry. You can be a father with the understanding of the mother and take care of your responsibility. You can live your life. The same thing with the woman. You can cope with the rigors of being a wife and mother. You can have your children, take care of them, get support from the father, and you can live so that both of you will have full responsibility in a friendly environment, harmonious environment, to take care of the children. But if you separate and there's no system in place for the man to be responsible or for the woman to be responsible in taking care of the children, whether emotionally or financially, it's going to breed worst set of children. See the case of Paul Okoye of P-Square that divorced with his wife, Anita. Anita asked the court to grant her $20,000 each month for child support because the wife lives abroad with the children. What Paul said is that you can bring my children back home for me. I will take care of my children. I don't think the lady got anything from Paul. So what I'm saying now is it's going to be stressful on the woman to take care of the children. I'm not saying she's qualified or not. I'm just doing the analysis of what happened. So we should find a way, a local way of solving our problems so that we will not create greater problems for the generation ahead. What works well in the US will not work well in Nigeria. And in our home case, when the economy is bad, and both the father and the mother are taking care of their children, the children are already turning bad. All vices are easy for the children now with the technology of the internet that we have. They learn anything. They smoke, they drink, they do yahoo, they do all sorts of crimes. When two of them are taking care of the children. Now imagine if it's only one person. And of course, if it is only one party that is taking care of the children, the person will not have as much time and we don't have finances to probably take care of the children. So the children are going to be worse and be worse and be worse for it. And that's going to be very, very dangerous in our environment. So what I think in this case is that as much as we want to take a look at the good things in Europe and in America and apply to us, I think the best thing for us is to check ourselves, see what happens in our environment, see what works, and apply that into our individual life. At least we have celebrities too who are very, very successful in marriage. We have Peter Doche. He has said it severally that he has been married for over 50 years and he has been successful with his marriage. So what has the man been doing? What has the wife been doing? What are the recipes for their own success? Instead of copying people abroad, you can copy them. You can learn from them. They are accessible to us. They can give us their advices. Check Olu Jacobs and his wife, Joke Silva. They have been married for many, many years, many, many decades. They have been successful in their marriage. No negative comment about their marriage. So what have they been doing? How have they been managing their marriage successfully? Let's learn from them. But some people may say, oh, they belong to the whole generation. What happens now is that the new generation do not belong to that generation. So what they could endure, what they could tolerate, this new generation cannot tolerate it. Okay, what about Idris Abdulkarim? Is he in the league of old generation too? Idris Abdulkarim, I think, is about 50 or less. And he has always been praising his wife for one good thing or the other. So what can we say from them? What can we learn? What can we observe from how they manage their life to be successful? Of course, you know that children raised by two families, generally, give or take, will be more suitable for the society rather than children raised by just one person. I'm not saying that is a proven fact, but it is likely to happen when two people raise kids. The kids will generally turn out better than kids raised by one party. So my opinion is, if you cannot stand the rigor of marriage, instead of breaking up in a toxic environment, why don't you just stay on your own, have your kids, and you know that the father is somewhere or the mother is somewhere who is responsible in a friendly environment to raise the kids together, instead of breaking and taking the children away from the father or from the mother and punishing your partner because you have broken up. Let's look up to these successful celebrities in marriage and create a better environment for ourselves, for our kids, and for the future. So that is my opinion on that. If you feel differently, you can put it in the comment section and we'll see how we go from there. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, press the notification button, and share. Thank you. See you next time.